Hello, KB Terrace Talkers. It's me, Bez, representing KB Terrace Talk, of course, and I couldn't go, all weekend or all week without discussing probably the biggest game this season, arguing at these games there's been in years, and that was Rochdale versus York City. And it was such a big game that it actually forced me to go to the Rotherham game on Saturday because I could watch that game in the pub, before the Rotherham game. I think if the game wasn't on or there was no game or York could have already won league in the week before, I'd have probably not watched it. I'd probably not gone to the Rotherham game either. So yeah, to me it was massive and it did force me out of the house. Great. So what a game and what an ending. I've said for a long time that the National League, the Premier League, the Conference Premier League, whatever you're going to call it, is, let's face it, it is now League 3. It should really be the EFL League 3 because there's a lot of teams in there who are, I think most of them, like 190% of them are fully professional, with the odd one or two that's semi-pro. A lot of them have had Football League experience in recent years, Yeovil, Sutton, Rochdale, York, Hartlepool, Southend, Scunthorpe, the list goes on. So yeah, number one, it should really be, connected to the EFL. Number two, this game, brilliant advertisement for, National League football. And the way it ended was unbelievable. Obviously, I watched the full game. York were dominating most of it. They probably should have scored. They had 4 or 5 good chances. Rochdale didn't really create anything. But 92 minutes in, and it's an absolute wonderful ball in by the 41-year-old Ian Henderson. Yes, 41. He was actually at Rotherham in his younger days, and he wasn't very good for us. I think he was like 19 when we had him on loan. But yeah, wonderful balling and a bullet header by the striker. Dizawuri, I think his name is. So yeah, brilliant header. And you're thinking, that's it. Fans run onto pitch, everyone goes wild, and you think Rochdale have done it. But because the fans ran onto the pitch, it delayed the game, added another 2 minutes onto the stoppages were 6 minutes, and obviously there were 2 got added on when it restarted. And incredibly, York City then go and get a goal, and cue jubilation from the York fans. Absolutely wonderful scenes. And look, I wanted York to come up just because they're more local to myself or to us Rotherham fans. So next year we've got a Yorkshire derby, which is good. They were against Rochdale, to be fair. I don't mind them at all. That's normally a good away day. But yeah, I was all for wanting York to go up, and let's face it, on the day they fully deserved the win. So congratulations to York City, and they fully deserved it. And look, good luck to Rochdale in the playoffs. If I could choose my playoff winners, I'd choose Scunthorpe. Again, another team that's close to Rotherham, only like 45-minute journey, an hour's journey maybe. So yeah, that's the team that I want up. But it could be anyone. You've got Scunthorpe in there, you've got Rochdale in there, you've got Southend in there. A lot of, if you like, clubs that should be in the Football League anyway. And the last point I wanted to make was, look, even if it doesn't become EFL League 3, it still needs to change to 3 promotion teams. So the top 2, and obviously a playoff. And what they should then do, which I don't want to do next year because my team Rotherham will be in League 2, they need to take a promotion off of League 2. It should be 3 up, 3 down between League 2 and League 1. Let's face it, the reason it is for those of you that don't know, is because 40, 50 years ago, it was League 1, which would be classed as Division 3, I think, and then you'd have Division 4 North and Division 4 South. And there are 2 teams up from both, and obviously that would mean 40, you'd have to come down from Division 3, which is now called League 1. So yeah, that's why they did it. That's been gone now. We don't need 4 teams up and down, so take 1 off of League 2, give it to the conference, and it should be 3 up, 3 down, in my opinion. So yeah, congratulations to York City, well done, and Rochdale, commiserations, but good luck in the playoffs. You've only got 1 game to win, which then gets you to the final. I'm not sure if it's at Wembley this year, but whatever, you're still at the final, and then you're 1 more game away from promotion, so you might still do it, so heads up. So yeah, cheers everyone, this is Bez, KB Toast Talk. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that. We will probably cover League 2 in a lot more detail next year with my team, Robin in it. So yeah, York City fans, welcome, and we will see you next year. Up the Millers.